I threw the keys down the stairwell. The next second, the keys fell from above my head. I looked down. The stairs went down endlessly. I looked up. No end in sight. I ran back and forth trying to figure it out, but no matter if I went up or down, I always ended up back where I started. All the hallway doors were sealed shut. I was trapped in this infinite loop with two thieves. Big Black took a bullet and lost too much blood. The next day, he passed in his brother Little White's arms. Right then, I noticed something was wrong. The bread we'd eaten before appeared again. My mental defense completely collapsed. Even the food was looping in this cursed place. This despair lasted 35 years. I went from a strong man to a broken old man. Little White was different. He adapted to this looping space. He even turned himself into a fit young guy. For 35 years, we depended on each other. Every year on Big Black's death anniversary, Little White would carry me to his remains. That day I suddenly screamed like a madman. Something in my brain woke up. I finally understood why we were trapped here. I told Little White he must write down his name. Never enter the elevator. Little White looked confused. He wanted to ask where this elevator came from. I cut him off and started telling my story. I demanded he listen to the end. This was the only chance to end the loop. 70 years ago, I got trapped on a mysterious highway. I was only 10 years old then. My family went on a happy trip. My stepdad carelessly gave my sister a sip of a drink. Her asthma kicked in. In the panic, the inhaler broke. We had to turn back to the gas station we just passed. Half an hour later, we arrived at the gas station. We got allergy medicine. It could ease the symptoms temporarily. Now we just needed to get to the hospital. My sister would be safe. But on the way back, my parents were busy arguing. They didn't notice the road signs were wrong. I noticed and wanted to warn them, but their intense fighting scared me into silence. That one hesitation sent our entire family toward the abyss. 2 hours later, we still hadn't found the exit. The car was back at the gas station again. We rushed inside looking for people. The gas station that had been busy before was now completely empty. The silence was terrifying. My parents panicked. They quickly changed direction and sped away. My sister's symptoms got worse and worse. She could suffocate at any moment. The next second, the car was back at the same billboard, back to square one again. Mom went crazy and stopped trusting Dad's judgment. She insisted he took the wrong way. She carried my dying sister out and laid her on the ground. She refused to go any further. Mom's suspicion made Dad devastated. He walked into the wilderness, trying to figure out if he really took the wrong way. Mom was desperate to save her daughter. She decided to leave her husband behind, but my sister went into shock quickly. Mom's fragile nerves broke down too. She slapped herself like a madwoman, thinking she could wake up from this nightmare. Mom's crazed state terrified me. I picked up my sister, whose body was growing cold. I walked in the opposite direction without looking back. In a daze, Mom's car drove faster and faster, but no matter how fast, she couldn't escape this looping highway. We were trapped for exactly 35 years.